Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Sip and Sit. I'm your host, Milli, and I have the privilege of interviewing a media mogul, a media powerhouse in the film and entertainment industry. Please let's welcome Mr. Omarr Salgado.
Thank you so much, Millie. So it's definitely a pleasure to be here with you today.
I appreciate it. Now I want to just let you know. I hope I did not mess up your last name.
No. You actually did pretty well, pretty good. It's Salgado. It's Salgado.
Salgado. Well, excuse me, Mr. Salgado, but I was close though. I was
Yeah,
close.
definitely.
I was
Definitely.
close. So, Omarr, please tell all of the viewers a little bit about yourself, and because I know some might not know, but they should know who you are in media.
Okay. So my name is Omarr Salgado. I'm the head of acquisitions for Dame Dash Studios. I also own my own production company called Fast Forward Films. I've been in the business for quite a while. I started out in music really back in the early 90s, and I reinvented myself more recently, and I've been doing film for about, I would say about 10 years now.
Wow.
And I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of it.
Now, Omarr, can you tell me, am I repping for you today? You see, I got a hat on, right?
I
Am I
see that.
repping?
I see you.
Am I repping where
You
you
repping. You
from?
definitely repping. Absolutely. I'm from NYC. I'm from New York. I was raised in the Bronx.
Shout out
So
to the
yes,
Bronx.
yeah, the
Shout out
Bronx.
to the Bronx. I had to put on this special hat. I'm from now down south. I'm a Southern girl, but
Uh-huh.
I had a New York Yankees cap in my closet. I said, you know what? I'm interviewing a media powerhouse. Let me rep one time for the NYC.
Yeah. See, you know what's funny about that? I think everybody and anybody from any state is gonna have a New York City hat on. Has gonna have a New York
That
Yankees
is
hat on.
true.
Yeah,
That is
definitely,
true.
definitely.
That is true. That is something that I've always, wanted to have in my closet. Never been to New York, but I hope to be there one day. And I
Okay.
said, you know what? I'm a rap. I got my Timberlands now. Don't get me wrong. I got my Timberlands,
You got
but
that on
I
too,
got
right?
my
I love
Timberlands.
that.
So
I
I
love
do
that.
rock my NYC hat with my Timberlands. So I still got a little Southern flavor to it, but I still rep, from NYC.
Nice.
So Omarr, tell me,
Mhm.
how did you get started in your journey in music and within the film and entertainment industry?
Sure. Oh wow. So man, that goes back, and I don't want to tell people my age, but
It's
so
it's okay because you probably don't look what age I would think you are though.
okay, all right, yeah. So um, it started from my grandfather, my father. My father's name is Aurelio Salgado, affectionately named Jejo, and he was a pianist for a Latin jazz band called the New Swing Sestet that was very popular in New York City. In 2009, they were nominated for a Grammy. So it's the music just runs in my blood. You know what I'm saying? Just courses through my just courses through the courses through my blood. So it's like um, I just gravitated to hip hop in the early '80s. I became a hip hop artist on a group called Indigo. We were
Mhm.
under a management company called Top 10 Entertainment, which also had groups like Trends of Culture, Dinky Bingham, so there was some really, I was young. I was about 17, 16 years old around this time when I was doing all of that stuff, and, it stayed with me for a long time. I did music for a while. And then I would say back in 20, probably about 2012, I decided to do movies.
Mm.
It just kind of just woke up one day and just said, "Yeah, I want to do a movie."
Mhm.
And the first film that I did is called 2 Days in Harlem. I did that with a brother by the name of Noel Calloway and Charles Jones. We collaborated together. We made the film. It was a short film, but I mean, it really made a lot of noise in the independent sector.
Mhm.
And we did, uh, you know, a whole lot of what you call it, film festivals, It aired on Aspire TV. So it really did well, and still to this day, it's kind of a classic, film that people like to watch. And so then after I did that, I just started to really like being in front of the camera, being behind the camera. I just like the whole aspect of film because I'm a creative at heart. So that's what we like to do. You know what I mean? So
Same here, yes.
yeah, it went from that to another film called Perceptions that I did with a brother by the name of what you call it? We call him Cuddy, affectionately, but his name is Chad Quinn. He's been doing some really great things in the industry right now. He's a phenomenal writer. And also Charles Jones was involved in that one as well, and he directed it. I had brothers like Ali Me Ballard in the film. Malik Whitfield was in the film. Melinda,
Wow.
I had the honor to work with Melinda Williams. She took me to school on that film. She really, taught me in that moment, what it really takes to be an actor. So I had a really great experience with that. And then I just kept going. I just kept it moving. I created Fast Forward Films in 2019, right before the pandemic, and I've just been going strong ever since. And more recently, I'm head of acquisitions for Dame Dash Studios. Me and Dame, we work very closely together. Trying to develop the brand and really, have people out here taking us seriously for what we're doing. Saying for the craft. We are a one-stop shop when it comes to film. So, we talking everything from distribution to theatrical, we're able to do. We have over 50 filmmakers that we work with right now, currently. And I'm loving it. It's a great thing.
And I can see it. You seem so passionate about your production company and just working with so many actors and actresses and stuff. And I have to say, there is no off button for you. It's like you said, it's like, hey, you hitting the ground running.
Yeah, I keep it moving, like literally like 24/7. This is all it is for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really like, I wake up with it on my mind. I'm going to bed with it on my mind. During the course of the day, I'm wheeling and dealing, doing different things. I'm in the room with a lot of people in the industry. It's definitely been something that is it's really satisfying. I'm really grateful to be in the position that I'm in. I'm able to help a lot of these, especially independent films. See, independent film is different. And a lot of people don't understand the struggles that independent filmmakers go through to get those films done. What it takes financially to make those things happen. And this is money that a lot of times independent filmmakers don't have. And us creating Dame Dash Studios and these platforms and working with these people, we wanted to create a safe space for filmmakers to be able to come and display their work. Right. And then we took it a step further by then aligning ourselves with distribution that allows them to now monetize from what they love for what they love to do. And so that to me is everything because it allows people and independent filmmakers to enjoy what they do, and to reap the benefits. They don't got to keep going in their own pockets to make it happen, all the time. Yeah.
Exactly. And you talk about independent filmmakers. Was film going into film, was that one of your passions that you wanted to do forever? I know because you started out in music, but was film something that was always like in the back of your mind, like I gotta do it, but I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it,
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I never thought about film before.
Wow.
It's something that never really crossed my mind. Now, like I said, I got friends that have been in the business for 30 some odd years doing it, like really, really being consistent of what they do. And I've been told on several occasions, you need to come out to LA, man. You need to, see what's going on. And it was like, nah, I'm good. I'm doing music. I'm straight, right? Film really fell in my lap. But this is what I do notice about where I'm at with it right now in film and how it is in entertainment. Most of the people that I work with currently are the same people that I was working with in music. So at some point, a lot of the people in music had transitioned to film, because when you think about it, we talk about the creative process. You know what I'm saying? And it's very similar. It's very similar. You know. So yeah, I mean, film has become a passion for me. It has become one.
Do you think what do you think is maybe one of the biggest misconceptions of the industry? You know, you're coming from like a music industry going into the film industry. So what do you think is maybe one of the biggest misconceptions, especially in the entertainment industry?
That is going to be easy.
Mm.
That you just, a lot of people don't understand what it takes, the hard work that it takes to get to the place of being in front of that camera, being that next superstar, or being that next director, or being that next writer. It takes a lot of work. These things don't happen overnight. It takes a lot of good work ethic, determination, belief in your abilities. People look at the finished product and don't really realize what it takes when you're beginning that stage, and then you're in the middle of what you're doing, then getting to that finished product. It's difficult. It's not easy. It's not an easy task. And so anybody who can create a film and do this, I take my hat off to you, because it takes so much just to get that done.
I agree with you. What is something that you would change about that misconception of working in the industry? What would be something that you would change?
I would like to see that there was more information for people who are just starting out. You know what I mean? Like, right. So what happens is, when I'm speaking to a lot of filmmakers, I realize that because we're in the creative mode, all we really thinking about is, how it's looking, what performances, the performance that you're getting out of out of your actors, how it sounds. So those are all the creative aspects to it, right? But then nobody really knows the business, and that's where people get twisted, right? You need to know the business, because the business is what's going to help everything else elevate, and it's going to, you be able to position yourself and put you in a place that makes sense, So when I speak to a lot of filmmakers, I really make it my business to educate them as to what they can do to monetize and make money off of what they have, because most of the time what they do, they'll make the film and then they'll just do the film festivals, and nothing wrong with that. I think it's necessary, because you want people to watch your film, you want people to see it, you want to gain your fan base. But at what point are you making money off of what you love? And so that's where we step in.
I agree with you. I feel like, being a creator or a creative, we don't know the avenues of the business, and we go to I call you like an OG, like OG in the game, and that knows the business. And you have some that don't want to pass it down to the up and coming millennials or Generation Z. They don't want to pass along to that. And I love that you are willing to teach people about the business, about monetizing your gifts, your films, all of that good stuff. What is like the one thing that you would say to a person that is looking to get into this business but don't really know the ins and outs, know where to start, who to talk to? What advice would you give to them?
Well, I mean, I would probably start with trying to recognize where you fit in, right? So not everybody is meant. So realizing that film is not just you being an actor or being a director. Film has so many different components to it, right? So the whole art of film is about being a team. Like, you need a team in order to get a film done. Nobody is making a film by themselves. You need your DPs, you need your ADs, you need your you need your PAs, you need all of those people. You need your sound, your lighting. It's a team effort, So I think that just understanding that aspect of what a film will absolutely take you a little. It will take you far. It will
Mhm.
absolutely take you far.
What is something that you know now in
Mhm.
2022 that you wish you knew back then, coming into the entertainment industry and going through music and now switching over, to film? What is something that you know now that you wish you knew back then?
I wish I knew that I was going to enjoy film back then.
Oh.
That's what I wish. Yeah, I wish I would have got into it a lot sooner.
Mhm.
I mean, for me, that's personal for me. I wish I would have known about film a lot sooner.
And I feel like, later on in life, we go through so many different jobs, avenues within the industry, and then it's like, man, like I should have tapped into this sooner. But I feel like God will always make a path for us, so it's
Mhm.
never too late to be passionate about what you really are passionate about. I
That's
say
right.
we have so many passions, and we have so many creative ideas to
Mhm.
put out there so people can know that we're here, and I just love to hear that. I want to shift a little bit into your work as the CEO and owner of Fast Forward Films TV. How did that come about? I know you said you started your production company before the pandemic, and of course, we're still kind of in a pandemic.
Yeah,
So,
we.
how was that creating your own production company?
I think it was a long time coming. I just got tired of waiting on people.
Oh, I
That
just said something to somebody of that nature today. I got tired of waiting on people. That's why I started creating my own.
Yeah, I just got started. Got tired of waiting on other individuals to do things. I got to the point where it was like, if you're gonna do it something, if you're gonna do it, you gotta make it happen yourself.
Mhm. Mhm.
Basically, is where what it came down to. So, I mean, I went as far as to I started investing in equipment and just started little by little just started building on what I have. I also work with another company called IC Entertainment, official IC Entertainment. My brother Will out in Connecticut, man, we've been doing a lot of projects together. And more recently, we just launched our own channel on the Roku and Fire Stick called
Mhm.
FFIC TV. So that's
Mhm.
that's that's our newest venture right now. So like I just I just got tired of waiting on people. That's it. I said it's time to take my destiny into my own
Mhm.
hands, basically.
And how has that changed you since starting your company? How has that changed you?
Um it's I know I can do it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like I know I can do it. I know it's something that I can achieve. So I mean that's really how it changed me. I was questioning my abilities at one point, but now I realize that it can really get done. And now
Mhm.
and I would tell you like right now, currently, I'm all the way in. I'm all the
Mhm.
way in, definitely.
Mhm. I love that. Now, how was that seeing your own company on Roku and Amazon Fire Stick? How was it looking at your logo up there? How was that feeling
Oh
for
nah, it's surreal. It's like
you?
you have an idea, and then you start to work at it, and these things come to fruition. It's
Mhm.
it's amazing to see. It's an accomplishment. It makes you feel good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And I love that. I love seeing things that you've preyed on, you've cultivated, you've
that part.
worked on for so long, and
Mhm.
to see it on the big screen, the big picture, is always an accomplishment. So I have to tip my New York Yankee head to you, because you look at so many people that are in the film industry, but things that always stick out are us, our culture. We have so many African Americans that are so talented, but yet they don't feel that they're good enough to even be in a certain industry or a certain career path. But you make it look easy, that what, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. And
Yeah,
that's very inspiring.
yeah, and that's the point. Like right now is the best time for independent film.
Hmm.
You know, just like how music changed over, technology allows us to do things that we couldn't do years ago. I remember when I was doing music, I remember doing stuff on the 8-track and all that. You know what I'm saying? And the studios was huge and big, and like, you know, and it costs a whole lot of money to get these things done. And then one day technology came out with, with these machines, and you could just have a little space in the corner of a room and come out with the same quality of music that you was doing in the big studio. So now that same thing is happening to film, right? So, we had the big cameras at one point. Now you got the little small ones. People are doing movies off of their iPhone. I
Exactly.
mean, like, I
Exactly.
mean, literally, like, so I mean, it's definitely possible. I love that technology is enabling us to do so.
Mhm.
And this way, more creatives are able to come in and do what they do.
I agree. Do you think that a lot of creatives really came about during the pandemic?
Yeah, I believe so. I
Mhm.
believe a lot of people started doing things that they weren't doing before, especially because we had to communicate with each other through the
Mhm.
means of computers and phones and stuff like that. And you know, it became entertaining to see people, put up their content and stuff like that. So I believe so. Yes.
And I will say that for me because I didn't start my podcast until during the pandemic. So I always said, I wanted to do something, worked in radio, but it was something about just having your own and cultivating that kind of pushed me into the forefront. Like, okay, you need to go ahead and do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's no time. Tell me about any new projects that you got coming up because like I said, you are one busy man.
Right.
So, do you have any new projects coming up that we can look forward to the rest of the year and into 2023?
Yeah, so there's really a lot happening. I'll start with Dame Dash Studios. We got a lot of stuff going on at Dame Dash Studios. As a matter of fact, we just did the Newark International Film Festival where we
Mm,
had about 5 of our filmmakers come out and showcase their work. That was a great success. Dame himself, he came out. He showed a new film that's going to come out called Prince of Detroit. Definitely a masterpiece. He really did his thing with that one. He has another one called Stone that he put out there. There's another short film that he put out there called Play Toy, which is one of his artists, Miss Neeks.
mhm.
She did the film herself, and she did a phenomenal job. So some of that stuff is going on. We're working on Honor Up 2, and Paid in Full 2 is coming as well. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. So we're doing some really big things on that side. As far as I'm concerned, like I said, I just launched the FFIC TV, with Official IC Entertainment. So we got a lot of new content, new fresh faces that we're gonna present and bring to the table. And then also, we're gonna probably, and no, I'm not gonna say probably, we are gonna be doing the Dame Dash Studios International Film Festival in 2023. So
Oh,
we so
wow.
so we're getting ready to gear up for that now. That's something that's getting ready to happen.
That's really going to be great for so many people to basically venture out and learn about the business from powerhouses, from people in hip hop. And I know with you working with Damon Dash for so many years, how has that been working with
Mm.
him as he being a very powerhouse in hip hop? How is that working alongside with him?
Well, that's my brother, man. He's a, he's Dame is a Dame is truly a genius. You know what I'm saying, at what he does. He understands the business, but even more, he understands what it is to be an artist. He
Mm,
respects the art of filmmaking. He
mm,
respects, he him himself. He's an artist. He has now officially announced that he is Dame Dash the artist and not Dame Dash the businessman.
Oh wow. So
But
he has changed it up now.
he has definitely changed it up.
Wow.
Definitely changed it up. But it's a beautiful thing to see.
Mhm,
I love the growth.
mhm.
He's in a very happy place. Him and the family, Rocky and baby Dusko and all of that. So it's a beautiful thing, man. I really enjoy being a part of the team.
And I know they are really, really lucky to have someone like you, a part of the team, a part of the
I
family.
appreciate
Um, what Omarr, what is next for you? What is coming up next year for you? And where do you see Fast Forward Films taking off?
Oh well, yeah, man. Well, we're definitely going to be doing some big things. I got a couple of films that are going to be coming out next year. There's a film that's coming out called Sweet Burn.
Okay.
That I'm actually a producer and I'm a lead actor in the film as well. So that
So so you're the CEO, the owner, the producer, now the actor. You
yeah,
you wear a lot of hats.
yeah,
You
yeah.
wear a lot of hats.
Everybody says that about me. They're like, man, how you accomplish all of that? But it's just a lot of persistence. A lot of
Mm.
persistence, and like you said, I got a passion for it. So it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't. I don't have a. I don't feel no way about it. I just do it. I just make it happen.
And my question is, how do you find the time? I mean, head of acquisition, CEO, and owner of your own production company,
Mhm.
actor. Where do you find the time to fit all of this in?
Wherever I can,
Wherever you can,
wherever
like
I
that.
can.
That is amazing to me. I had to ask that because I'm like, how does he do it all? It's like you're a Superman. You there everywhere, everywhere. Now let me
Yeah.
ask you this. This is the big question that I want to know. Will you be expanding down south? Will you be expanding down south?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I work with a lot of filmmakers already down south. I have a lot of filmmakers in North Carolina. We work with filmmakers in Atlanta. Um, uh, so yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to be expanding down south without question.
And I love that because, like I said, I'm from the South, so I'm like, I hope they expand to Georgia, to Alabama, Florida, all of that. The Southern people. We got some creatives down here as
Oh
well.
yeah, well, listen, we international. We just not. It's this. It's just not about New York for us. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? Like,
yeah.
we all over. So and like I said, I work with filmmakers all over.
Hmm. Hmm.
As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, Dame is on his way to London right now.
Oh.
So yeah, so we all over. We definitely worldwide.
And I love that. And I have to say, you talked about earlier how you got your start in the industry, coming from family, your dad, but you have, a legacy yourself. You do have a son who is in the
Mm,
hip hop industry by the name of Retro Kid, and he actually was on the podcast
I
about
saw
two
it.
weeks ago. And he talked a very good deal about his family, namely you, his grandfather. How is that for you to see your legacy coming up through the ranks, starting where you began in music?
Yeah, like yeah, that for me is amazing. My son is, and I'm not saying this because he's my son, but he's a good person.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got, good people. Like my son is a
yeah,
good person. He's about his family. He's all the way about his family. And so to see him taking in my footsteps and him being passionate about it, um, it's definitely something. A lot of my friends that know me then and see him now are always amazed to see it because they're like, yo, oh, that's like you back in the days.
right.
It's like seeing you all over again. But what I will say is that my son is better. He's like 2.0 with it. You know what I mean? Like
Mm,
he's really like a phenomenal artist.
mm,
So
yeah.
I'm really excited to see what he's getting ready to do because he's so focused right now with it.
Hmm.
Definitely focused. Yeah. So it's
And
amazing to see. It's definitely amazing.
I had, like I said, the privilege of interviewing him, and he was so passionate about what he was talking about in his music, his family, and you can see that, and I can see it through you, and it's like, wow, it's like you literally passed that on to your son, and I just cannot wait to see all of the good things that he's gonna do in the near future. Would there be any collaboration like with father and son, like
Well,
on movies or
yeah,
anything?
it's funny. Yeah, there's gonna be some things happening. Like, we've been talking about it for a little while. I don't know how much my son told you, but he also acts as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he has something big coming out real soon. And we can't talk about it, but there's something about that's getting ready to hit the scene real soon. So I think people are gonna be surprised at that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we definitely been talking about doing some collabs together. Matter of fact, we did a song together not too long ago.
Oh, really? What's the
Yeah.
name of the song?
Well, we did something for the celebration of Father's Day, and that one is called Stronger. That's actually on YouTube. We just put it out there. We did something many years ago. I think he mentioned it. Ayo Zay. That's something that he did a long time ago.
Yeah.
But we actually did another song. I did a song with his crew NSM called 1973, which is the year I was born.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we got some things coming.
I can't wait to see that. I love father son duos. I'm excited because you both are very passionate about what you do, the love of the culture, the love of music, just
Yeah.
the love of the industry. And I cannot wait to see what you guys have coming. Omarr, please tell the people how they can follow you, where they can how they can download Fast Forward Films TV, all of that.
Okay, so you can follow me on IG, on Facebook, on Twitter, Omarr A Salgado. That's Omarr A Salgado. It's just that's all it is. That's my tags. And then as far as FFIC TV, you can find that on your Roku or Fire Stick. FFIC TV.
Yes, and please download it because I got it on my TV on my Fire Stick. I made sure all the rooms in the house have it on. We got to support our Black businesses, our Black
Absolutely.
production media companies. Of course, make sure y'all follow Dame Dash Studios as well.
Yeah,
Too.
definitely follow Dame Dash Studios, and all our movies are right now. They're on Tubi. Go check
Yes.
them out. Yeah, go check them out, and you can catch all the highlights and stuff. I do lives and stuff on IG. I keep people updated on what we're doing.
That you do because I actually tuned into your live. I think it was last week. It was
Yeah.
thrilled people on your live, and I enjoyed it. I had to get off and go do something, but I did hear majority of everything. So
Thank you.
it was really good. It was a really good live, and I can't wait to see you do more lives. But like I said, you family now, so you gotta come back onto the.
Oh, I sure will. I definitely
You
will.
got to come back on. I might have another color Yankee hat on.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna make sure I got mine on next time.
I appreciate it, Omarr. Thank you so much for coming on the Sip and Sit. And make sure you tune in to all of my other episodes. They are now up on YouTube, and this will be posted as well. So make sure you follow us, follow Omarr on all social media platforms, follow me, your host, on social media. And until next time, I'll see you for another episode of the Sip and Sit.